Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's getting late, so I don't want to shout, okay? So these are free collective readings. They may not resonate with everybody, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Surrounding energy, we have survival and false promises. We have the 5 of Wands, 10 of Swords, the Tower. There's been a lot of competition magic. A lot of people chatting shit, so they need to cover their mouths and smell the shit what comes out of their own mouth, alright? Chatting shit, 10 of Swords, a lot of backstabbing, okay? A lot of betrayal, a lot of hexing, a lot of cursing, a lot of deceit. Actually trying to end masculine or feminine. They was on a promise, okay? They couldn't deliver that promise, right? There's been a lot of chaos, crown chakra attacks, a lot of chaos, a lot of trauma. Five of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, Ace of Swords. They was promised to come out of poverty, or they're in a promise to come out of poverty. So they was in a promise or promises that they're going to come out of poverty because they dream of coming out of poverty. They dream about coming out of poverty, knowing they fucked up, and here's a betrayal, toxic, a lot of toxic energies. A lot of toxic energy, a lot of backstabbing, a lot of deceit, a lot of lies, false promises, working for a false god, fallen angel, like a lioness in the background. The Prince of Deceit. The Prince of Deceit. Could have done this to an Empress, okay? A lot of crown chakra attacks against an Empress. A lot of people competing against this Empress. A lot of people. They want this Empress's crown for themselves. That's why they are doing crown chakra attacks and trying to take this Empress's crown chakra off, causing chaos, trauma, a lot of competition magic, because they don't like that she is highly ranked spiritually and she is recognised by the divine, and she's very prosperous, and they don't want her to have her own prosperity, okay? They want to come out of poverty. What they've done is heartbreaking. 9 of Wands. Then we have Hanged One. Could be child or children's father involved, who also wanted Empress's crown, okay? He wanted to be seen as an emperor. So he teamed up and he wanted to take his own children's mother's crown and place it upon his head. But he's satanic. There's a lot of illusions and confusions. He is always looking, okay, to expand, looking into expanding, joining forces with people who's going to call this Empress mentally unstable, because he wants to stay in control of this generational wealth. So it already took generational wealth, okay, already took some money and he wants to stay in control of this wealth, him and multiple people, so he sacrificed his own child's children and the children's mother. He's very toxic. The winged wise ones, angelic help, miraculous aid. So divine protection. Then we've got resurrection, surrender to change, a rebirth. So they could have actually bumped children's mother off, okay, with like hexes, and then he wanted to take over this wealth and gain control over this wealth somehow, and always looking for other people to help him keep in control and keep sacrificing Empress and his own children. Oh no. Trust and strategizing. The well watcher, wisdom, power of the divine. And the heart prince, spirit communication, paying attention to your spirit guides, because the children's father is planning his next attack. Don't know why these cards are stuck together. The word Lord. Communication, praise and dishonesty. So basically, he wants to be in communication with the divine. Okay? He wants this crown from the divine, so he's trying to take it from the children's mother's head. Actually her crown chakra, place it on himself, yeah. He's always looking for people to say collar and it, because I don't want people to know what I'm doing. Look, we've got hidden legal documents, we've got narcissist there, and it's extremism. He's been very dishonest, and he wants praise and recognition, her praise, her recognition, okay, her prosperity. So many illusions and confusions, maybe several things she should be successful for, which has brought in this generational wealth, and he's tried to gain power and control by being dishonest. Lady of the gift, generosity, receiving gift, withholding. So they're withholding and not wanting to give the money back. So he's trying to recruit more and more people to work on his behalf, to keep hold of money, what he's stolen. Money what he's stolen, okay. Tried to poison Empress's blood. Wants this Empress's purpose, premeditated murder. Trying to stop Empress's destinies, premeditated murder involved. Love to send people to start arguments. Ginger hair could be significant. Dyed hair could be significant. There's an ending coming to this situation. Dream snatcher. Snatching the Empress's dreams, okay. Goals and taking recognition for Empress's hard work. Taking Empress's prosperity. Trying to take this Empress's crown. A lot of crown chakra attacks. And taking control of this generational wealth for himself. He just wants to go and explore the world on the back of his children's mother's hard work. Expecting to let this ex walk all over because he wants her back. Take everything from her. Oh, come back to me, please. Sick fuck. Cock, block spells. Oh, he's wanting to be a psychic as well. Fake, claiming to be a psychic. maybe even took psychic, medium work and tried to sacrifice Empress for gifts. Someone thinks you hurt them and are mad and out to seek revenge. Maybe said, I'll never get back with you over my dead body, so did a premeditated murder and sacrificed Empress and children. Love theft magic. Somebody's doing magic or spell work to take love from you. Demon magic. Somebody's conjuring demons to block your blessings and bring harm your way. So someone who has done magic work on you is now working to reverse the magic to right a wrong. Or maybe you could be trying to reverse the magic yourself. Truth, yeah, you could be doing that yourself. Okay. The children's father doesn't want you speaking the truth on how you have constantly had to be in survival mode because of him. Jealous of this Empress's ambition. Wants to be just as ambitious, okay? He's got no dreams of his own. He's got no goals of his own, good ones, right? All he does is black magic. All he does is voodoo doll. Got brother and sister involved in sacrifice as well, out of sheer greed. Very cunning. Very cunning. Very, very cunning. Very devious. Very cunning. Very narcissistic. Power struggle. Psychopath. He's an absolute psychopath along with his brother and sister. Along with his brother and sister, who's also greedy, okay, who's also got involved in sacrificing Empress and children for this generational wealth, and they want to be in control of this generational wealth, so probably forced power of attorney. Probably forced power of attorney. This ex is obsessed with this feminine, alright? Sister is a fake ass bitch. She's been involved in poisoning. They don't want to admit their involvement. Could be linking to a council estate. Wanting Empress's address. Okay. To keep harvesting this Empress's energy, we have police and war. So he could have been at war with the police because the police seem to be protecting this sick fucker who's doing submission magic. And we've got ginger hair again. So ginger hair is very significant in this reading. They've been doing blood rituals, okay? Dark warlock involved in a crash. Got involved in forging documents, linking to a coven. All family, friends, exes are involved because they want this generational wealth for themselves to feed their addictions, and they're very addicted to going on off and doing black magic. Very addicted to going on off, doing black magic. They're a spiritual hater. People who's in these power positions are going to end up getting fired, okay, for allowing this to go on for such a long time. Could be a drinker. Beauty therapist could be significant. Got rituals and spell work. Got alarm in reverse. They don't want this Empress to raise the alarm about what's going on, because they want to be like, oh, it's not safe, nothing safe, nothing to worry about. What you on about? Abuse of power, it fucking is. Oh, it is. Linking to farm. Then we've got shot in reverse. Someone linking to a farm wanted this Empress shot. Blockish spells, writer's block, glamour spells being done. Blue eyes could be significant. Didn't want this Empress to be seen as influential, and then we're doubling up on the cock block spells. No way. So he's very, very controlling. Weight spell, because he wants Empress to gain weight or lose a load of weight. Caused a galactic war. The copycats, okay? Copycats. Nothing but straight up copy and paste. They took a picture of this empress to a dark witch and a warlock to do hexes and curses and binding spells. They've been giving false evidence that got withheld, and they're withholding giving this empress money back. What they took, what they forced power of attorney, sister, siblings, family involved, and then we've got hitman, hitwoman involved. They don't even regret what they've done. They're trying to use AI quite possibly to put empress at the scene of a crime. They've probably got offshore overseas accounts. Okay, it's probably stolen identity, shifting money around. It's going to hit worldwide news. Okay, it's just going to hit worldwide news. They lied to police in order to cover their backs. Okay, what you want about? Don't listen to her, call her a nutter. Nah, she's just a nutter. Nutter. Go along with it. Call her a nutter. Alright, call her a nutter, call her a fucking nutter. All that fucking shit. Gaslighting, psychological warfare, all being returned to sender times 100. Job loss spells. Oh, because they don't want it to work. Either offshore account, I said this. They could be trying to do spell work between 2 and 3 a.m. Gang stalking involved. We've got a nurse involved in taking some money under the table to poison Empress. Really. I'll be laughing about it. This nurse could be a member of the family also. I'll be laughing about it, have they? Been going to hotels, been going on holiday, have they? With that stolen money. Got a gardener involved. Or used to be a gardener involved. Doing rituals under the moonlight, some moon magic. Moon magic, because they want to keep hold of this money. Okay. They want to cover up these sacrifices. So probably put Empress in hospital for speaking out. We've got Sunshine, but she's trying to illuminate that. Trying to ruin Empress's happiness, yeah? Because she's always having to be in fight or flight, survival mode, because of what family and child's father is doing. And then they do nothing but bad mouth this feminine. Call her a nutter. Call her a nutter. Have this Empress under investigation over an illusion. Some could be significant. Okay. Stress spells. Law officials' abuse of power because they have people working in certain areas in order to do this power of attorney. They want to stay in control. Gambling, they could have wanted to feed their gambling addiction. Or probably said, oh, she'll just gamble it. Oh, don't let her have her own money. Yeah. More black magic. Card cloning. They're all a set of wow. I don't know. Camera, and then we've got bed. 1919. Could be trying to put camera in Empress's bedroom. Corrupt doctor giving wrong medication in order to bump Empress off deliberately. Poisoning via medication, trying to poison blood. Okay, maybe quite possibly put cameras outside of Empress's home, neighbours, to watch Empress to see who's coming and getting in Empress's bed. Freaks. Stalking. Like fuck. corruption, conflicts in reverse. So there's been a lot of conflict of interest, because they want to keep hold of this generational wealth that they've already stolen. Hairdresser involved. Someone's got a hairdressing qualification involved, okay? Has been celebrating and always been secretly jealous. They want more moles. Report back to me. That's it. You be a mole, you malicious bint. Could be helping stop like crack a case, alright? Or this case could be getting blown open and linking to other crimes surrounding these people. Here we go. We've got neighbours banging up some CCTV to watch Empress. Yeah, because they want to just go on holiday and piss it up the wall and celebrate, do they? Sleep dream magic. So when Empress goes to sleep, she is attacked in sleep state. Also, so Empress can't even get a decent night's sleep because of these sick fucks. Nasty bastards. Nasty bastards. Power transference. You've either given up your personal power or someone has taken it from you. Yeah, when they snatch kids and gain power of attorney to gain control, corrupt law enforcement, abusing power. Soul tie. You are soul tied to someone and finding it hard to release this connection. So they're doing soul ties on Empress because they always want to be able to torture this Empress and get away with it and keep hold of this money. They're having withdrawal symptoms from this Empress's energy. Psychic attacks. Instant karma. Spiritual attacks. They will receive instant karma for anything they try to do to you or to this Empress. Spiritual attacks. Someone is trying to attack you spiritually to block your third eye and ability to manifest what? Get all this money back and the kids back, safe. Because they're surrounded by a set of dark witches and warlocks. Then they're trying to spy. Somebody's using divination tools to pry into your personal life for their advantage. And then doing theft magic. Somebody's out to take something that is yours. This could be love, money, energy, etc. And they've done that. They've done it. They want everything this Empress loves, cares about, for themselves. And they've been going to assistance, yeah? And because they're all jealous, they've all been shaking hands with each other. Yeah. I feel real sorry for each other. Oh, but we've been scrimping and scraping. We haven't got a penny to scratch our ass with. So if we sacrifice Empress and kids, we could take all this generational wealth off her. We'll do a love spell on kids, so kids think we love them. Alright? And they're doing a shit ton of black magic on the kids and everything to keep them under their control. Practice your return to sender. With energy work, cleansing and prayer, what they did to you will be sent back to them, wrapped in a tiny bow. Money, theft, there she is. The masculine's mother, the Empress's, children's father's mother looks just like my children's father's mother. You can see her there, stupid bitch. She's done the same to me. She wants to keep hold of the money to get surgery, the stupid bitch. Alright? She just didn't want to have to go to work. So she got and joined in with a community of people. Get on the 8 train then. Come on. Get on the 8 train. Follow her. You know, go to her house. We're leaving her with nothing. Yeah, fabricating evidence because she's a greedy bitch. She's not even the gifted one. And neither is this corrupt law official, yeah, who wanted to change the way she was perceived in the court, call her a nutter, we'll give her you some money, and you turn a blind eye, which is really concerning, because it's coming to light now. Isn't it? Of course it is. Of course it is. Again, they've done more to me and my kids. out of sheer greed. So I reckon, because it's happened to me and my kids, everyone at Old Crown Court should be losing their job. Well, petrol solicitors taking money under the table, including other local law firms and other ones up and down the country, what my family members are going to. Okay, we've got Miranda House involved in poisoning. Okay, blood in a capsule with some see-through bugs, what I threw up. Okay, and then we've got Millview, where they deliberately gave me the wrong medication and watched me dying. Alright, deliberately, because I was making dodgy dealings, money under the table. Where else? Westlands, also do a shit ton of witchcraft, and a mixed race woman works in as some sort of nurse, healthcare worker, and she's got an Illuminati tattoo on her, so she is obviously involved in sacrificing and doing these Illuminati rituals. Why should they be working within the NHS, darling? I'm terribly sorry, yeah, but get them the fuck on out. Sick fucks. Government officials involved in the bullying. There's always a psychopath. This emperor wants to be bloody seen as an emperor, but it's all through theft. Satanic. He worships the devil. Depressed because you won't take them back. Who the fuck wants to get back with that? Yeah. Corrupt judge. Dirty, stinking, corrupt judge. Raid's going down. Thank fucking God. We've got copycat, doppelganger. Tampering with evidence. Some stupid beezing around in a car with no tax, no MOT, no driving licence, dangerous driving on the road. Look, here we go. Dangerous driving on the road. She's involved in hacking. They're all involved in hacking accounts. All involved. Flying monkeys, taking profits, money for someone else's work. That's what they've been doing with this Empress. Several forms, okay, what's brought in money, and they've sacrificed Empress and kiddies in order to gain power and control. Flying monkeys, narcissists, masculine and feminine people lacking empathy or remorse because of a set of sick fucks who need to be locked up. The crazy, obsessed. Again, this is going to end up worldwide news, alright, on how many sick fucks it took to try and get away with this sick shit. Sacrificing Empress and kids, yeah, for the love of money, what was not even theirs in the first place. So I think maybe quite possibly new laws, 28, new laws need to be introduced surrounding these situations. New laws need to be introduced, okay? These people shouldn't be backed in the courtroom, okay? They shouldn't be getting backed in any courtroom. Sacred union could be significant partnership, romance, okay? Illumination, enlightenment, celebration, the Queen of Light, because this Empress is the Queen of Light. And this Emperor is working with the Prince of Darkness. Preparation, prayer, sacred ritual. The altar, priestess. Authentic purpose, inspiration, free will. They all chose to serve darkness, the Prince of Darkness. This is where this prince comes in, toxic prince. They chose to serve the Prince of Darkness, and they chose wrong. They chose wrong. They don't want you to speak the truth, okay? using your words. They're trying to shut you up, throat chakra. Don't want you to use your voice to speak out about what they've done and what they continue to do, because it means a lot of people will get locked up for life. Because again, a new law needs to be created surrounding this. Because why should these masculines keep sacrificing and competing, and family, brothers, sisters, against this empress to sacrifice everything, crown chakra attacks? They want the crown, okay? They want this crown chakra of hairs. They want this generational wealth and sacrifice hair and kiddies and think it's a fucking competition. It ain't no game. Look, dream attacks. So she can't even get a decent night's sleep. Attack her in her sleep. Nah, I'm sorry, right? But why should people feel the need to compete, to take everything from an empress, sacrifice her and their child children because they're jealous of her several gifts, talents, this generational wealth, what she had coming in, and they forced power of attorney? Yeah? No. Even these females in the courthouse have been jealous also. Even the female judges was jealous of this empress's power. So they did separation spells. They did separation spells. And they was competing to keep this empress in poverty. And they wanted to keep it secret. Here she is. I said it was a female judge, didn't I? Even this female judge, yeah, was competing against this empress, quite possibly high priestess, yeah, because she wanted this empress's crown for herself. She wanted this empress's spiritual ranking for herself, okay? And she's been competing against high priestess, playing games also with sacrifice high priestess, with child children's father. Babylao involved. Don't want these messages to get overseas because they don't want it to end up on worldwide news. Again, similar and more has happened to me and my children. Okay, they still keep putting it out on me and my kids. They've done it God knows how many fucking times. Still spying any way they can. They're getting anxious about these messages. They're getting worried about these messages. My karmic family are, and my exes and friends are, yeah, because it was all collaborating together. All collaborating together. And they're all going to lose the fucking jobs. Alright. Because even a female judge was involved in hexing. Because she didn't want to see this empress receive recognition for her work. She was really mean and possessive in the courtroom surrounding children. And they've persistently been trying to gain power and control over this empress and sacrifice this empress, child and children multiple times. Look, we've got death. Trying to end this empress and child children for their destiny. Now that's disgusting, that. You should never have a judge involved in doing sick shit like that. Male judges, female judges. You've been involved in trying to bump me and my kids off and do this sick shit to me and my kids and poison me, put it out on me and my kids. You've now been locked in spiritual prison, stripped of all your spiritual gifts. Because they've done similar to me. And like I say, a new law needs to be passed. Why should judges start competing against an empress, yeah, when this empress outranks this low rank fucking crank, alright? So she got involved in doing voodoo. Yeah, she did, like they've done it on me and my kids. At Hull Crown Court, Pepperell solicitors, the lot. try and go to someone for help, and they get manipulated. And they don't want this Empress or child or children to feel safe, because if Empress is a high priestess, then quite possibly child or children, one of them at least, could also be some sort of psychic. And they're even trying to kick the children to the curb and manipulate and lie. So when it all goes to court and these sick fucks are going to appear against the real judge, there's going to be fake apologies and they'll start falling apart, and they'll be like, I'm really sorry for being a sick bitch. I don't hate this person. I just got in my feelings. I just didn't like the fact that, well, she had all this money coming on in, so I wanted to do voodoo dolls and bring a shit ton of drama to them, because they're what? In the Masons, are they? In what's it called? Eastern Stars. If they choose to bow down to the devil, yeah, that's why this Empress outranks them. Trying to be real discreet here, cause a lot of confusion here. It's very dangerous what they're doing. Trying to book Empress in for a mental health evaluation. I think they need to be booked on, alright, into the fucking prison. Yeah. It's been historical. This has been going on for a long time. They need to be locked up. Again, a new law or something needs to be passed surrounding these sick fucks who work within the justice system, who think they can do anything they can to anyone, gang stalk them, and they think they can get away, and they're seducing everyone with lies. Dangerous. No. Maybe they don't like her vision, her diplomacy, so they're trying to bring turmoil. Could be in recuperation right now, okay? Trying to be all quiet while they're still travelling around, meeting on up, discussing next plots, plans and schemes. Caution. No. Discussing next plots, plans and schemes. How about you just give it the fuck on up, yeah? Stop being pathetic, because some of these are like 60, 70 odd years old and they're still not growing the fuck on up, and they're still trying to compete. Look, they've still not got growing the fuck on up, which is concerning, that they're taking money under the table to label Empress as nutty. But there's so much working behind the scenes. Here she is, yeah. Give her the fucking money back. Give me my motherfucking money back. Stop being sick as fuck. Stop spending it all on spell work, putting it out and gang stalking, because it's pathetic. And again, that's why it's going to end up on worldwide news on how pathetic some of these people who work in the justice system and in hospitals really are. Of course, there's a lot of conflict surrounding them. Of course there is. Well, it's a lot of money in it. And they want it for themselves, do they? Of course they do. Rebirth. Danger. I tried to bump this Empress off many a times via poisoning, sacrificing, alright? Maybe hits put out for some. They have no empathy. They don't. They have no empathy. They have no compassion. They have no remorse, because the dark, wicked, evil witches and warlocks who work with entities. Look, you are under the attack of spiritual entities that are trying to defeat you in astral realms. And for some, psychic attacks, financial attacks, love block spells. Now, toxic they are. No, we shouldn't have these type of people passing judgment. We shouldn't. We need better judges. Or, there is really good judges out there, right? But these sick judges need to be dishonoured. They need to be disgraced publicly on worldwide news for what they've done. these corrupt law officials. They really do. They really do. Could have tried to out the corruption and got really mad about it. So they want to seek revenge on someone who's divinely protected. No. It's going to be a collapse. It's going to be a collapse. There we go, we've got that warlock dude. Got a warlock dude who works within justice system. Could be linking to father figure or uncle or something like that. Dreaming about locking. I've got some sort of sexual fantasy, yeah? But even binding spells and locking this Empress up several times because she's speaking the truth. You can't lock someone up for speaking the truth, Two of Swords, and trying to block the truth from coming out. No. You just can't lock someone up for speaking the fucking truth. God broke the mould. They want to have their cake and eat it. They want to take this Empress's top spot. Yeah, of course they do. One of these who works in the justice system is like a fake psychic. Makes out like she knows what she's talking, probably flips a couple of tarot cards and then does the shit ton of black magic, yet she's got no psychic abilities. Because if she did, she'd have known to never fucked with this fucking Empress. She should have known better not to fuck with this fucking Empress. And back these stalkers and this fake karmic friend who was conjuring up demons, And you're backing that. She was. He was as well. Falsifying documentation. Paying for spell work. Now, I don't think to cover up this stolen money. They need to be knocked the fuck on out of the justice system. It's creating galactic wars. Passing gun around or guns, attempted murder. Linking to an insurance job and all. Oh yeah. Paying anyone to watch this Empress. If their bank accounts are going on or under watch. You know, 1 minute they've got so much in the bank account and the next minute there's large deposits. Yeah. And that's why it's game over. Yeah. I'm like, oh, I don't want to hear it. I just wanted more sex workers. I just wanted more sex. Yeah, so I was alright to go copy and paste, take Empress's work, getting on copy and pasting, yeah, take the money, force power of attorney of the kids, that's where their banks are going under investigation, alright? So, I'm going to leave that reading there. This is why it's going to end up on worldwide news, okay? Corruption is going down. They thought that they could sling this Empress out in trash or what have you, children or what have you, yeah? And I thought they was going to get away with doing this insurance job and trying to create illusions, doing binding spells, everything, and trying to lock Empress up for speaking the fucking truth. On how they're trying to end her and their children, and they have no empathy, no remorse, because it's all about stolen money. They're going all quiet. Shh. We're under investigation. It's been going on for so long. It's a very dangerous group where they sacrifice children, okay? They sacrifice anybody to take their materialistic inheritances, and then they do insurance jobs. On top of that, no. Several times they've tried to bind this Empress, conjured up demons. No. This is why new laws need to be put in place surrounding this. New laws, look. Binding. Sending demons. Trying to blindfold Empress to these attacks. What, when they're passing guns around? No. This is why they don't want people waking up and becoming more aware of what's going on. Empress maybe, for some who's been psychic, been working with psychic abilities since a child, and some of them dream to have these psychic abilities. They're even so deluded, they're falling under their own illusions. Ace of Swords, that's just truth. That they've got away with it. Oh no. They've even fallen under their own illusions now. Oh, it's alright, everyone's just calling her a nutter. That's it, we'll keep it a secret. You just call her a nutter. King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, call her a nutter. She's a nutter, she's a nutter, she's a nutter. And we'll keep control of this money. Yeah, she's a nutter, she's a nutter, she's a nutter, she's a nutter, she's a nutter. She's a nutter, she's a nutter, she's a nutter, she's a nutter, she's a nutter. Literally, psychological warfare. She's a nutter, she's a nutter. We want to take control of this money. She's a nutter, she's a nutter. It's persistent. This bullying, this competition magic happened since through childhood. She's a nutter, she's a nutter, she's a nutter, she's a nutter. Death magic, because they love to do death magic on this Empress and children. They love it. Hits out the lot. That's why it's going to end up worldwide news. Justice is going to be served, and they're all going to get locked up, and new laws are going to get passed. New laws are going to get passed worldwide. They are. They're going to get passed. That's the truth. New laws need to be put in place surrounding this black magic. Yeah. And using black magic in order to manipulate and control the narrative, okay, in order to control people throughout their life by doing binding spells, sacrificing to devils and demons for their own gifts, their own skills, their own inheritance, their own work, copy and pasting. It needs to be changed. It really does need to be changed. Sending peace, love and light.